When liart leaves bestrew the yard, or wavering like the bocky bird, be dim called Boreas's blast. When hailstains drive wi' bitter skite, and infant frosts begin to bite, and hoary cranreuch dressed. Ae night at e'en a merry coa, a randy gangrel bodies, and Pusie Nancy's held the splore to drink their ora duddies. Wi' quaffin' and laughin' they ranta and they sang, wi' jumpin' and thumpin' the vera girdle rang. First, neath the fire in auld red rags, ane sat, weel braced wi' mealy bags and knapsack all in order. His Doxie lay athin his arm, wi' uskabay and blankets warm, she blinket on her soja. And aye he gies the tosy drab the tither skelpin kiss, while she held up her greedy gab just like an almous dish. Ilk smack still did crack still, just like the cadger's whip. Then swaggerin' and staggerin', he wrote this ditty up.
I am a son of Mars, who has been in many wars, and show my cuts and scars wherever I come. This here was far a wench, and that other in a trench, when welcoming the French at the sound of the drum. My apprenticeship I passed, where my leader breathed his last, and the bloody die was cast on the heights of Abraham. There I spent out my trade, when the gallant game was played, and the morrow law was laid, at the sound of the drum. I lastly was with Curtis among the floating batteries, and there I left for witness an arm and a limb. Yet let my country need me, with Elliot to heed me, I'd clatter on my stump at the sound of the drum. What though now I must beg, with wooden arm and leg, and many a tattered rag hanging over my bum, I'm as happy with my wallet, my bottle and my collet, as when I used to follow at the sound of the drum. What though with hoary looks I must face the winter shocks, beneath the woods and rocks, oftentimes far a home. With t'other bag I sell, and the t'other bottle tell, I would meet a troop of hell at the sound of the drum.
He ended, and the cabers shook abin the chorus roar, while frichted ratens backward look and seek the ben-maced boar. A fairy fiddler frae the neuk, he skirled out encore, but up arose the martial chook and laid the lute uproar.
I once was a maid, I cannot tell when, and still godly old chaplain left him in the lodge. The sword I forsook for the sake of the charge. He released the soul, and I ventured the body. 'Twas then I proved false to my soldier laddie. I once was a maid, I cannot tell when, and still my delight is in brother young men. Some one of a drop of dragons was my daddy. No wonder I'm fond of a soldier laddie. Full soon I grew sick of my sanctified thought. The regiment at large for a husband I got. From the gilded sponton to the fife I was ready. I asked no more but a soldier laddie. But the pace it reduced me to beg in despair, till I met my old boy at the Cunningham fair. His rags regimentally floated so gaudy, my heart it rejoiced at the soldier laddie. And now I have lived I know not how long, and still I can join in the cram and the song. But while with both hands I can hold the glass steady, is to thee, my hero, my soldier laddie.
Poor Mariandra and the Nuke sat guzzling wi' a tinkler hizzy. They might nae wha the chorus took, atween theirselves they were sae busy. At length wi' drink and courtin' dizzy, he stoitered up and made a face, then turned and laid a smack on Grizzy, syne tunt his pipes wi' grave grimace.
Sir Wisdom's a fool when he's full. Sir Knave's a fool in a session. He's there but apprentice, I true. But I am a fool by profession. My granny, she bought me a buke, and I held a watty the school. I thought I'm a talent mistook, but what would ye hae of a fool? Sir Wisdom's a fool when he's full. Sir Knave's a fool in a session. He's there but apprentice, I true. But I am a fool by profession. For drink I would venture my neck. A hizzy's the half of my craft. But what would ye others expect of ane that's avowedly daft? I ance was tied up like a stirk for civilly swearing and quaffing. I ance was abused i' the kirk for tousing a lassie my dafflin. Poor Andrew that tumbles for sport, let naebody name wi' a jeer. There's even, I'm told, i' the court, a tabler called the Premier. Observe ye yon reverend lad, Mac's faces to tickle the mob. He rails at our mountebank squad. It's rivalship just i' the job. Sir Wisdom's a fool when he's fou. Sir Knave is a fool in a session. He's there but apprentice, I true. But I am a fool by profession, and now my conclusion I'll tell. For faith I'm confoundedly dry, the chiel that's a fool for himself. Good Lord, he's far dafter than I. Sir Wisdom's a fool when he's fou. Sir Knave is a fool in a session. He's there but apprentice, I true. But I am a fool by profession.
Then neist outspak a Rachael Carlin, wha kent full weel to cleek the sterling. For many a pursy she had took it, and had in many a well been duket. Her love had been a healing laddy, but weary for the waeful woody. With sighs and sobs she thus began to wail her braw John healing man. pygmy scraper wi' his fiddle, who used to trysts and fairs to driddle, her strapping limb and gauzy middle, he reached nae higher, had hold his hearty like a riddle and blown it in fire. Wi' horn and hench and upward ee, he croont his gamut, 1, 2, 3. Then in a arioso key, the wee Apollo set off wi' allegretto glee, his giga solo.
I'm a fiddler to my trade, and all the tunes that e'er I played, the sweetest still to wife or maid was whistle a levot. Let me rake up to date the tear and go with me and be my dear, and then your every care and fear may whistle a levot. I'm a fiddler to my trade, and all the tunes that e'er I played, the sweetest still to wife or maid was whistle the levot. At Cairns and Waddens we's be there, and oh, say nicely we will fare. We'll bows about till Daddy care, sing whistle the levot. I'm a fiddler to my trade, and all the tunes that e'er I played, the sweetest still to wife or maid was whistle the levot. Say merrily the bairns will pike and sun ourselves up at the dyke. Then at your leisure when ye like, we'll whistle the levot. I'm a fiddler to my trade, and all the tunes that e'er I played, the sweetest still to wife or maid was whistle the levot. Well, bless me, we'll have no charms, and while we kettle here on them's, hunger, cold, and all sick hirms, we'll whistle the levot. We'll whistle the levot.
Her charms had struck a sturdy caird, as well as poor gut scraper. He tacks the fiddler by the beard and draws a rusty rapier. He swore by all his swearing worth to speak him like a pliver, unless he would, for that time forth, relinquish her forever. With ghastly ee, poor Tweedledee upon his hunkers bend it and prayed for grace, with rueful face, and say the quarrel end it. But though his little heart did grieve when Roon the tinkler pressed her, he faint to snirtle in his sleeve when thus the caird addressed her.
My bonny lass, I've broken brass, a tinker is my station. I've travelled round all Christian ground, in this my occupation. I've ta'en the golden been enrolled in many a noble squadron, but been they such 'tween awful much to go and play
Caird prevailed, the unblushing fair in his embraces sunk. Pertly we love our come, say sir, and pertly she was drunk. Sir Violino, wi' a air that showed a man of spunk, wished unison atween the pair, and made the bottle clunk to their health that night. But Hurchin Cupid showed a shaft that played a dame a shavey. The fiddler raked her fore and aft, a hint the chicken cavey. Her lord a wicht a Homer's craft, though limpin' with the spavey, he hurpled up and lapped like daft and short them dainty davy about that night. He was a caird fine blade as ever Bacchus listed, though fortune sair upon him laid, his heart she ever missed it. He had nae wish but to be glad, nor want but when he thirsted. He hated nocht but to be sad, and thus the muse suggested his sang that night.
I am a bard of no regard, wi' gentle folks and all that, but home like the glaring bake, frae tune to tune I draw that, for all that I know that, and twice as much as all that, I've lost but enough to be hen, I've wife in you for all that. I never drank the muse's stank, Castellier's barn and all that, but there streams and richly reams, my head conna call that, for all that I know that, and twice as much as all that, I've lost but enough to be hen, I've wife in you for all that. Great love I bear to all the fair, their humble slave and all that, but lordly well I hold it still, a mortal sin to throw that, for all that I know that, and twice as much as all that, I've lost but enough to be hen, I've wife in you for all that.
And sae sung the bard, and Nancy's was shook wi' a thunnery applause re-echoed frae each mouth. They toompt their pokes, they point their duds, they scarcely left to cure their fuds, to quench their lowing drouth. Then, o'er again, the jovial thrang the poet did request, to louse his pack and wail a sang, a ballad of the best. He, rising, rejoicing atween his twa Deborahs, looks round him and found them impatient for the chorus.
See the smoking bowl before us, mark a jovial ring. Round and round take up the chorus, and in raptures let
watchtowers were erected, churches built to please the priest. What is title, what is treasure? What is reputation's care? If we lead a life of pleasure, 'tis no matter how or where, a fig for those by law protected. Liberty's a glorious feast. Courts for cowards were erected, churches built to please the priest. See the smoking bowl before us, mark a jovial ring. Round and round take up the chorus, and in raptures let us sing. A fig for those by law